species who have tear lines that go all the way from the corners of their eyes down to the corner of their mouth. Those tear lines exacerbate her facial expressions. Native Americans used to wear war paint to make themselves seem much more physically intimidating. So if she snarls and hisses and spits and those tear lines make her look more aggressive, maybe she can get away.
Her cubs are safe for now, but predators like hyenas, lions, and leopards pose a serious threat every time she leaves them alone.
About 10% of the cubs will make it to their a year old. That first year of their life is the most difficult time because literally everything is looking out for them and will take advantage of a cheetah cub being left alone.
So this mother is forced to make a difficult choice. Does she go off on a hunt to provide for her cubs? Or does she stay close to protect them from perpetual danger? Right now, she decides her cubs need food, more than they need her protection. Over the past week, this mother cheetah has struggled with the increased hunting demands of having 4 growing cubs, burning far more energy than she's consuming. And now her caloric reserves have dropped below 0. She's burning through fat and even muscle just to keep her going. If she doesn't succeed in this next hunt, it could be her last. She shifts her tactics. Rather than hunt at dawn or dusk, when there's greater competition, she decides to go on the prowl at midday, when predator traffic dies down. This is also when the sun is at its brightest, which is a big problem for most of Africa's predators. But the cheetah is equipped to handle the glare. The very same tear lines that helped her and her cubs escape the hyena may enhance her vision in the harshest African sunlight.
When human athletes are out in the middle of the day playing football or baseball, they wear black grease under their eyes to help dampen the glare of the sunlight. Cheetahs do the same thing, so that when she's hunting, that sunlight doesn't affect her so much.
Fully equipped to handle the blazing sun, she creeps up on a herd of antelope, but doesn't move in from behind. She goes the long way, taking a position to its side. Why would she risk moving into the antelope's line of sight? To avoid the wind.
The antelope's sense of smell is amazing. Over time, a cheetah will learn that it can give away its presence just by its scent. So it'll start learning to approach the animal downwind.
Her focus shifts to 2 antelopes straying from the herd. She creeps as close as she can, hoping to avoid burning what little energy she has left in a long-distance chase. The antelopes start to separate, and in an instant, she has to make a choice. This one is over 35 meters away. The other is much closer. But her brain instantly registers 4 obstacles surrounding it. Each represents a chance for her prey to escape. Each of these obstacles can prevent her from reaching top speed. Each of these obstacles can cost her 2 to 3 strides. And without her blazing top speed, her greatest advantage slips away. This one might be farther away and bigger, but she has a cleaner path, a straighter trajectory of attack. She's analyzed dozens of variables and made her choice. She knows she has just enough energy for one final sprint. A sprint which won't exceed 30 seconds. If she has chosen the wrong antelope, she may reach the limit of her endurance, and she and her cubs will starve. Just 10 seconds into the chase, the cheetahs close the gap on the antelope to 15 meters. At this pace, her speed advantage would put her on the antelope's back in just 2.2 seconds. But suddenly, the antelope begins darting side to side. Each sharp turn by the antelope forces the cheetah to alter her path, adding 2 seconds to the chase. If he makes 10 of these quick turns, he'll push the cheetah to the limit of her endurance. The antelope may be slower, but evolution gave him a potential lifesaver: agility. At risk of starvation, this mother cheetah finally made the big kill she needed to keep herself alive. There's more than enough food here to recharge her energy and provide for her cubs. So how was she able to match the quickness and agility of the antelope? To keep her body under such precise control at such intense speed, she relied on 2 key body parts. First, her claws. Unlike most other cats, they never fully retract. They're like a sprinter's track spikes, giving her constant traction and the sharpest turning radius of all of Africa's big cats. So even at this breakneck speed, she turns on a dime. And as vital to her agility as her claws is her 76-centimeter long tail.
A cheetah's tail is very, very long and very muscular. And as she is running at top speed, she'll use that the way a boat would use a rudder. So as she's turning, she'll throw the tail out to one side to help her corner one way, to throw it out to the other side to help her corner in the other direction.
Her claws and tail gave her the agility and balance to go stride for stride with the antelope. And with a bigger stride than the antelope, she gained enough ground to finally take it down. It was the perfect kill. Executed with a perfect combination of predatory skills. A silent stalk of unsuspecting prey. A burst of acceleration. A split-second decision. A surge of quickness. And a perfectly timed swipe of her dew claw. All led to the most important kill of her life. Exhausted, she tries to recover from the fight. But out here on the open plain, she's a prime target for a mugging. Will she continue to rest and risk losing her kill to a hungry adversary? Or can she summon up the strength to drag the 45-kilogram carcass back to her cubs before a predator tries to snatch it from her?
She's got to manage to slow her heart rate, slow her respiration rate, and then she can actually think about being able to bring an antelope back to feed her cubs.
But despite having this fresh kill in her teeth, she's only fought half the battle. She still has to drag the heavy carcass to her cubs, and do it without drawing any attention. She returns to her cubs undetected, still exhausted from the hunt. She barely has the energy to dig in for the caloric boost she so desperately needs. But she still can't let down her guard. Other opportunists are swooping in. Over 40 vultures descend on the cheetah and make it clear they will challenge her for the kill.
If a cheetah gets tangled up with a big bird like a vulture and just gets a wound, a nicked forelimb, then that cheetah's as good as dead, because that animal can then no longer run 70 miles an hour.
She tries to bluff, but still weak from the chase, she's all bark and no bite. And the vultures can sense it. This is nature's way of leveling the predatory playing field. The cheetah is the fastest animal on 4 legs, one of the best hunters in Africa. But it comes with a great genetic sacrifice.
The cheetahs are almost over-specialized. Because every adaptation that these cats have that gives them so much greater speed comes at a cost, there's no middle ground.
Her small, slender head boosts aerodynamics for maximum speed, but translate into weak jaws and small teeth. Her semi-retractable claws provide incredible traction and agility, but they're anything but deadly weapons. And her lightweight skeleton keeps the cheetah quick and agile. But small bones mean less mass, and she's often outweighed by other predators, and even prey. This cheetah and her cubs weren't able to finish their meal, but they've eaten enough to make it through another day. It's all part of their constant struggle, just to survive.
The larger carnivores like lions and hyenas have been able to grow their populations, which have outcompeted the cheetahs. In the last 100 years, we've lost about 90% of the cheetahs that are left in the world.
For this cheetah's part, all she can do is continue to provide for her cubs, protect them from danger, and teach them her predatory strategies, in hopes that they will one day survive on their own. Fortunately for her, they already possess their deadliest hunting weapon, a genetic gift given to them at birth. Pure, unadulterated speed.